Good day, brothers and sisters. Ụmụnne na ụmụnna, ndewo. Ekelele m unu nke ukwuu for mbọ niile onye ọbụla na-agba n'ụdị nke ya n'ije anyị na-aga. We are still on it. There is no retreat and there is no surrender. As long as we have made up our mind to be in this struggle, moving forward towards achieving the freedom of our people, we will continue to do so. Within these few days, months and weeks, a lot of things has transpired, good ones, heroic ones, and at the same time also those that are very appalling and also very sympathetic. But at the same time, nothing is going to stop us, or nothing is going to weaken our souls, our spirits. We have to continue marching on. Hopefully, one day we'll get that so moved and so motivated success that we are all looking for. I am also using this opportunity to thank all the people who have been responding to the pre-information that we are sending across to leaders and also important personnel in our community, especially those who respect our reason for the agitation of Biafra. Thanks to God that we all live in today. The people who are alive, we say rest in peace to those who have just lost their lives, whether it is in search of this freedom, and also all other our brothers who lost their lives also in whichever other way, even related or not related to our cause. I am happy that the prophecy is going to be fulfilled, and is beginning to be fulfilled. There's nothing someone can do to push it another way than the way God has ordained it to be. There is no way any one group is going to achieve the success of that freedom of the nation Biafra, or whatever you might call it, but the freedom of the people living in that region, former Eastern region plus the Middle Belt. There is no way one group or one personal ideology will give us that freedom we are looking for. It is the design of God for all what is happening to happen, so that we will know exactly how we are thinking within ourselves. What happened and what is also happening moving forward within this struggle is a lesson. It's a revelation of God towards His own people, to make us understand who we are, that we can be able to look ourselves in the eye and say, you are my brother, or you are my offender. The Igbo man in particular have been one that has not been able to identify where exactly or how exactly they are linked together in love, in respect to one another. It has always been about guesswork, assumption. We have always assumed that we love ourselves. We have always assumed that we are rich. We have always assumed that we are wise. We have always assumed almost all of life. But the struggle is giving us another new strength, another new recognition towards one another, to know exactly the percentage of love among ourselves. So we hike keja amadike, and all we hike in dike. It is this kind of thing that makes us know how loving we are towards one another. It is this kind of thing that makes us know how wise we are as Igbo people. It is this kind of thing that will make us also know how rich we are. Rich in material things, rich in our thinking, in physical, in spiritual, and otherwise, in every other way of life. That richness is what is going to drive us to that goal. This is the only time we are ascertaining the result of all those things that we have been assuming. Although the things happening might not be so fanciful, so adoring to most of us, or to even all of us, because nobody is going to be finding pleasure the way things are moving, but I will ask our people to endure. Is one of those things in life. This is what the Igbo as a people has bred. Our breed. This is our breed. This is who we are. Now it is when we know who we are at this very generation, at this very time, at this very age, that we can be able to ascertain whether to make amendments to the right or to the left. So that is why I am really grateful to God by the way He chose to show us who we are towards one another. And at the same time, I have the belief that no matter what, if God has chosen to show us a light, be it negative for our own reconciliation, for our own review, or be it positive for our own use, in as much as the love, the hand, the dreams, the effort of God is channeled towards us in whichever way it is transpiring now, I believe there are more to come. It is for our own teaching. That is why it is also said, according to what we believe, we know we are 98%, if I should say so, Christians. We know that the love of God comes in so many ways. So I will urge each and every one of us to have endurance, to keep on doing what you're doing. I know that it's not going to be easy to convince somebody from their thoughts, especially when someone is criminally minded. You can convince somebody who is thinking his position is right, who has a clean heart, to accept what is right, who believes in righteousness, who believes in something that is right. But unfortunately, for one reason or the other, for brainwash or where someone have to come into something, is going astray. He's being deceived to believe what he believes. He's being deceived to stand on his line. I believe that such a person will be able. These are the people God will use. These are the people who God will touch their hearts to make them know that they are on the wrong side and this is the right thing to do. Not on the wrong side of group or anything. I mean on the wrong side of their understanding towards what is happening. Some of them might be great lawyers, great doctors, engineers, millionaires. But what we are doing now has nothing to do with such influence. The influence of your money, your education has a lot also to do but all are categorized and cultured in their own manners. All are not the same. So on that, brothers and sisters, I will always say, let's all join hands and thank the God for all what He has been doing to our lives, to our movement. No matter how we see it.